Happy Wednesday, hump day, everybody. We are back. Jamie's in her
We're
tiny
back.
dino era.
Yeah.
Jason's sporting world of geckos over there. Ewog, Tommy, and oh man, her name always throws me because it's such an
Ivanka.
odd. Yavanka, there we go. Such an odd name, right? It's not one you hear a ton of. Such a nice girl too, man. We had a blast laughing at her. Such a good sense of humor, and
Yeah,
she's
she's
not
a
afraid to
hoot.
give Tommy a hard time either, right? Which is always the best humor when you see couples like that. They're not afraid to give each other a tough time. But and I got the F&A crew over there, Fred and AJ. They're always sporting us every Sunday over on the SE.
Races.
And man, they've changed that too. The SRP ENT, I think, is how that's listed now in the because they've changed it a couple times. That used to be the Sunday Snaketuary, and that was already grabbed
Yeah.
by somebody else, and they had to change it up. So I believe it's the SRP ENT Sunday
Serpents.
now. But anyways, so yeah, races every weekend. Go over there and check those guys out. They're giving out all kinds of credits to people. They've got a different sponsor every week, and it's just a fun show to sit
No,
and.
I miss watching them. Since it's ice fishing season, we're always out. We're always out fishing on Sunday, so we've missed it for about a month or so now.
Yeah, the last one I caught, I was in there for a little bit. We had cruddy weather for fishing, so we just kind of skipped it and pulled the shacks off the lake. And yeah, but it's always a good show and good guys over there. So
Yeah,
definitely go tune in if you have
it's fun.
not seen their show. Most of the people hanging out in here are definitely over there every week. But figure we better say that. And yeah, we've got a great guest tonight. We've got a guest that just started a podcast up, all circled around basically, at least from the ones I've seen, mental health and how these animals can be really therapeutic to
Yeah.
different people and how that played a part for him as well. So it's going to be fun to touch on a little bit of those topics, but also get into the animals he has and what he plans to do with those in his projects too. So Gregg G-Paw, I think everybody kind of just goes by in all the chats and stuff, but as a matter of respect for a guest and stuff, I'm going to use Gregg tonight. Maybe halfway through the show, I'll switch over and just start saying G-Paw. But yeah, it's going to be a
I'm
fun
gonna
one.
call him G-Paw because I think
Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's totally cool, and I think he definitely puts that out there. Even uses it in his own handle, so he's
Yeah.
definitely cool with that, and a very nice guy. But it's going to be a fun conversation either way, and just to hear him tell his stories and talk a little bit about what his show is about, because it is a little bit of a different slant than a lot of the stuff out there. So
Yeah.
really good show. We've got a fantastic affiliate of the week this week too, guys. Somebody that we met almost instantly in all of this way
Yeah.
back in 2020,
2020
2019, somewhere
probably.
in
Yeah.
there, and started talking through chats and things. And now it's gotten to the point where Jamie and I hang out with Gregg almost daily and play video games and sit in the Discord and BS. And I mean, Gregg's comical. TJ will come in there when she's feeling all right, and when she's feeling sassy, she'll jump in there and give Gregg a hard time for the night. But not as big a
Fun.
gamer and stuff. So yeah, it's been awesome to hang out with those guys lately and do that. But they're the affiliate of the week, so let's pop them up here. Rippin' Reptiles, guys. Really fantastic couple, good community ethic. They're always out there supporting. They're in all the different chats and channels and making sure they're putting their 2 cents in, whether that's being wise guys or genuinely showing that they care about the community. They do both in equal amounts. So really like that couple. Can't wait to be able to hang out with them. I think we're going to get to do that at Daytona this year, which would be awesome. But we'll find a way, one way or another, to maybe get down to the Plant and Reptile Expo that's close to them. So wanted to give them a shout out for the week. If you see their stuff bopping around, share it out there. They've got great animals. They've got actual genuine care for their animals. They show it in the photos with them around their necks, but Gregg always has one out. There's always one in his lap, on his desk, just in his hands, whatever, just making sure that they're getting all kinds of proper attention and care, and they do a good job of that. So,
Enrichment.
yeah, I mean, they're just really about the betterment of their animals and making sure they have a good environment to live in, and have some really nice projects going too. When I hit up Gregg about what he wanted to mention, they do have a show coming up. The next one they're going to be at is the AA RPE in Fredericksburg, and that looks like that's going to be March 6th through the 8th. So if you get a chance and you're in that area and you can swing over, I think that's one that they really like. Again, that's the All-American Plant and Reptile Expo. So yeah, that's one that's big in that area and does really well for them, and they get a really nice crowd through there. I think the venue's really good. It's run really well, so you won't be disappointed regardless. But say hi to these guys, and they actually are pitching in some Forge coin tonight, so that makes the trivia is going to be sitting at $50. They're throwing in 40 of their own, so very generous of them. Thank you guys very much. That's going to be a nice win for somebody at the end of the show. So if you're interested in the I don't know why you wouldn't want the Forge coin, but if that's something you're actively collecting and you're getting up there, $50 is a big chunk, man. That could put you well over 100 if you got some stocked already. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. Gregg, TJ, awesome part of the community. And that's the affiliate for the week. We also got to do our weekly thing all the way through July. We're probably going to at least mention it, maybe not in such detail, but deeds, not words, guys. It's going all the way through July 4th. So there it is. We got Operation Deeds, Not Words 2. This is season 2 of this. You got a couple different options. You got a green shirt you could pick. You got the, that's the classic military side of it. And then you've got, the first responders and police and, medics, things like that, firefighters. That's going to be in the blue version over there on the right side of the screen. And they have a beanie with the Ranger scroll there style, but that's a new edition. So $35 on the shirts, $32 on the beanies, but all of that goes to Deeds Not Words and Camp Freedom out there. So every penny that's spent on that stuff goes directly to somebody that could use it to get back to what they used to enjoy and don't have the opportunity or, don't have the means now. A lot of those people have a, some kind of a disability that went along with their service, so they make sure to cater to that. If they need a wheelchair, if they need, special guidance through the thing because they've lost a portion of their sight, whatever their disability might be, they cater to that and make sure that these people can still experience it. So it's a fantastic
And we opened up
program.
the Forge coin too. So
We
if
did.
if anybody has Forge coin and they would like to donate it to Deeds Not Words, just let us know and we'll get it sent over to them.
Absolutely. If you're sitting on Forge coin and you can't think of a better use for it, and there probably isn't a better use, to be honest, although all the affiliates are great, so spend with any of them they want, but it is a fantastic use for the coin, and I think everybody was in pretty full agreement that if you had coin and you wanted it to go that way, no one would feel a bit bad. They encourage that. So if you'd like that to be the case, just let us know. We do have a direct way to deposit with Chris and Jay over there and get those funds transferred. So appreciate that campaign for sure. We're just going to keep shouting that out every week. But we got faces out there in the audience. Should we just say hi to everybody and let Jamie go old-fashioned style and scroll through some so we get to see their names and faces? Got Brother Vance.
The zombie.
Dead Man, yeah. Appreciate you coming out. He's got a great show Friday nights and Saturday with the Thunderdome. Got Tim. That's the old man out there in the audience. Chilling. Probably having a beer like me. Jason's got the next couple.
Bosa, you're doing well, sir. Mom.
Double
Good to see Mom out there
dipper.
always, right?
Yeah. Oh, look at this guy.
Double dipping. We got
I do
Gregg
really
double
like
dipping.
that logo, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Super
Very
cool.
cool logo. Yeah.
Will.
Python Portal. He's in the 15 minutes to lame this year, guys. So, boy, I
Yeah,
stumbled over
that'll
that
be
whole
fun.
sentence. Keep an eye on his stuff. Brave.
Yep.
Brave Adventures. Captain Smoothie. Appreciate seeing you out there. Got Travis, TNS. Super nice guy. And, man, nice collection. Talk about a vending schedule on that guy, too. Mitzi. I'm going to try it. I think there it is. Fairly. There we go. Ashley, good to see you. Fantastic guest. If you did not catch that one, go back. Ashley is just, honestly,
She was a lot of fun.
her smile
She
and
is a lot
personality is
of
just
fun,
infectious. So,
It really is.
Yeah, she's awesome. Pink Panther, good to see you, Sammy. We got a lock with your girl. She is actively eating really well. I mean, she's doing fantastic. We do need to scan her again. It's been about 3-4 weeks, so I'm hoping she's up in the upper 20s on follicles. That would be cool to see.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Jason
There's the
Opel,
birthday
good to see
boy.
you, man.
Is it today?
No,
Or
yesterday.
yesterday? Yeah.
Oh, happy belated, Jason. I missed that in all the announcements, apparently, but you got to be 67, 68 at this point. I hope you're doing all right. Hanging in there. Mike, Melissa, good to see you guys. Proxima, love those guys out there. Always good support there in all the chats, too. Dwight, Pied Man, fantastic to see Dwight here. Dwight, we're hoping you hang in there, man. We really like to see you just stick around and do your thing, but completely understand circumstances are what they are. Stay in touch, whatever you do, and get us a list of those things you're wanting to move. He does want to move some animals, guys, out. He's in a bit of a bind like all of us can get in at times, right? And he has some animals that need to move, so definitely get a hold of Dwight.
Yeah.
Tide is obviously his thing. So Amish Will, good to see you. 217, appreciate you coming out. Catch the tinfoil fitted Thursday nights, all about conspiracies and that kind of stuff. It's a fun show.
That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Erie, Jen, good to see you, Jen. Appreciate you swinging out for sure. Good to see your face out there. Well, your logo out there. We don't get to see people's faces in this kind of a deal. But
I wish we could. That would be fun.
I know it'd be
Right.
so fun to see an actual audience,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? But maybe.
Or the
Might be
hashtag.
terrifying.
Jason.
Get so distracted.
Or the at.
Right,
I guess
right.
it's the at symbol.
Yeah.
E-Reptile, one of the best company names in the business there. E-Reptile Dysfunction. Perfect. Love it. Got Jeffrey. Good to see you too, Jeff. Appreciate you swinging out, man. In touch with Jamie all the time, showing her all kinds of new directions to go with geckos.
Oh, yeah.
John, sporting the Mission Morphs hat. Appreciate you, sir. Fantastic family operation out of Texas there. Really a fun bunch of people, too. Oh, man, K Diesel, pure ownage. He's coming in out of pure ownage with the crazy icon. Good to see you.
I didn't
man. Much
know
love
that
to you
was
as well.
Katie.
Yeah,
Well, he's got
yep,
the
I
same-
only recognize
same
it for
icon.
the icon. Yeah.
That's funny.
Appreciate him coming out, though. Got TJ. There's one of the affiliates right there.
Yeah.
The better half of that squad. I think even Gregg would have to concede for sure.
That's funny.
Good to see you out there, TJ. Appreciate it.
We are almost caught up. Just a couple left.
Nice,
Mark.
nice. We got Mark, Rat Bastard. Good to see you. Pacific Northwest crew out there. Huge G-Paw supporter. We got Carl, too. Satch Bones. Good to see you, Carl. And he's got a couple shows going, too, man. Everybody seems to be popping up at the shows.
See ya.
And look at this.
My Cece girl. That's
Yeah,
my baby.
Jamie's daughter, Cece. Sweetheart and a cutie. She is recently engaged, so she's got a wedding coming up. That's going to be exciting.
Yep.
And found that rare, decent guy out there anymore, right?
She
So
really did.
it's a tough struggle, man. These young people, I look around the crowd and go, well, good luck to y'all. Because I don't know what I'm seeing out there. I mean, I'm sure it's different every generation, right? But
Oh, we are all
they,
caught
yeah,
up.
they stumbled on each other. So. Oh, okay, nice. And Gregg in the
didn't
back
see
there,
that.
he caught Dwight would like to donate his Forge coin toward the Deeds Not Words. So definitely, Dwight, we'll get a hold of you about that, and we'll get that arranged and make sure that happens.
Awesome.
So appreciate you, sir. It's a good cause and definitely a great way to spend it. So
There
yeah.
you go.
52, but
52,
feel 85.
Same.
Yeah,
85.
Same, brother. Same.
I know that feeling all too well. Yeah, there's so many memes out there with the waking up, you
man.
know, and you definitely feel that with.
But how do you
just
know what
sleeping wrong.
85 feels like?
Oh, I can.
You
only
can just
imagine.
tell.
What are you going to feel like when you are 85?
Oof.
I probably
Do we
won't
make it there when we
122.
get there? Yeah,
Yep.
feel like Anakin Skywalker. I'll need that suit, that Darth Vader suit, to keep me moving. But
Yeah.
all right, that's enough of that silliness, guys. We got a little bit of a commercial, and then let's get Gregg out here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. let's
We've
do
burnt
it.
enough time on all of this craziness, but appreciate everybody out there. Thank you for coming out, and we'll be right back right after the commercial.
Hey folks, here at The Forge we prioritize promoting people from the community, especially where we see opportunity to share some valuable insights or products with our followers. That is why we are thrilled to have BNS Reptilia as a sponsor. Chris is a fantastic example of bringing value to the community, with years of experience keeping a variety of animals from ball pythons and blood pythons to boas or colubrids and more. Chris brings a wide breadth of knowledge and a collection of beautiful animals. Chris also carries Coco2go and The Chipper, two of the highest quality reptile bedding products on the market. If you want to learn more about any of these species, are looking to add to your collection, or in need of some top-notch substrate, please don't hesitate to reach out to Chris at BNS Reptilia. Chris is also a member of a growing community of breeders who accept Forge Coin, so don't forget to show them your Forge Coin.
All right, we are back. I'm going to make a slight adjustment I got from the peanut gallery here that I'm... Is that better, guys?
Yeah.
A little more consistent. Okay. It's down there a little too far from my face. Maybe I won't have to talk as loud too, so that'll be good. Jamie, you're going to get a trivia question rounded up. She's going to be filtering comments too, guys. So please, if you have things you want Gregg to address or you want us to ask Gregg, throw them in there. She's going to do her best to pop them up, and we'll not interrupt, but we will get the question out there if we see it. So, yeah, you got anything you want to hear direct from Gregg or get an answer on, hey, how's this going? Throw it in there, guys. It helps us too, and make sure we get that stuff answered. So I guess we've stalled enough. We've got a guest sitting back there. Jamie, you ready to round up comments and send you backstage?
Yes.
Gregg, I think you're all set. Yeah, you're good back there? All right, man. Let's shift it over, and we'll get Gregg out here.
Good evening,
Gregg,
everybody.
Evening. Thank you for coming out, sir. I
Thank you
don't
for
want to say it's been a long wait. Oh, absolutely, yeah. But I definitely wanted to get this done because I have noticed that you've got a fantastic podcast started up. You're relatively new to me. I don't know about everyone else out there if they've known you for a long time. But when I see what you're doing with the direction of that, I have to applaud it, right? I mean, I think it's a fantastic thing that's much needed. It isn't talked about as often as it could be, but it seems to me that that's the focus of your podcast is mental health and the issues that surround things that just aren't out there in the public space all that much, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love that you relate that to the snakes. That was one of the things when we've talked on a couple podcasts, asked kind of why we got into it, and my side of it was specifically that it was getting in and handling snakes that John had, and it was just so calming. For what reason, I don't know, but it struck me immediately. It's like, wow, this really kind of puts you at ease for some reason. Mainly with the ball pythons. That may not be true with all of them, but yeah, it's kind of neat that you keyed in on that too.
Yeah, I spent 60 years of my life a nervous wreck. You know, I think everybody's heard it before, but a long story short is my father passed when I was 4. In the Appalachian Mountains, maybe not much different than in Michigan and things. In the late 60s, early 70s, when someone passed, they laid in state in the residence. So my father was there overnight, and that kind of bothered me a lot. You know, I was 4 years old. I didn't understand any of it really.
Yeah,
right.
And, but the bad stuff started probably 2 years later. My mother remarried, and what was thought to be a very good man was a very evil man.
Oh.
From the time I started school till I graduated, some of it was the same school more than once, but we were in and out 66 different times.
Okay.
You know, it'd be a big blow up. You know, he'd beat my mother to where you couldn't recognize her or me, held guns to my head, things like that, you know. And it went on till I came home from football practice in my senior year. You know, those 2-a-days in the summer, you'd beat to death and you're aggravated and upset anyway. And walked through the house, and as I did, the first thing I heard was him cussing my mother, and I looked, and he slapped her. And 14 years of rage erupted.
Oof, yeah.
Sure.
And
understandably.
And that point, I'm 6'4", 350 pounds, work out every day of my life, and it wasn't a pretty sight.
Yeah.
And but we never saw or heard from him again, which was a good thing.
Right.
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 But because of some of those things, I'd always felt insecure. I needed everyone's approval. It mattered to me too much what people thought about me. You know, if I thought you was upset or mad at me, it would get me so upset and sick inside that I would be physically ill. And it happened until probably 2 years ago. One of my nephews, who was on the show, he's a mental health professional, started talking to me and showing me love in a lot of ways from someone that I wasn't real connected to. You know what I mean? Calls and checks on me every day, and he's got more problems than I ever think about having, you know? And then one day I decided to get a snake. And the first time that I picked up Riven, after I got him, it's a bad cliche maybe, but it's kind of like Jesus walked on the water.
Yeah.
The chaos and the peace. Thank you. I appreciate Dwight too. I understand some of his pain.
Yes, absolutely.
It calms everything. I don't know what it is about, you know, the ball pythons or even the wasp boas the same way.
Mm-hmm.
They just do that for me. And I figured that in that instance, I am not unique. If it does that for me, it will do that for someone else. And my father being a Korean War veteran, the military has always meant a lot to me. So I decided that's who I wanted to work with because I know they suffer from PTSD, anxiety.
Yeah.
I've got many friends. So I reach out to them and, you know, we try to work with them and teach them husbandry and teach them about the, you know, the individual snakes and which ones that they like or don't like. And then when they're comfortable and if it's helping them, we gift them a ball python. And if donations at the time allow, we give them the entire habitat.
Nice.
And it's been well received. I've got it right now with everything that's coming in. I'm probably at 60 snakes. And honest to goodness, I probably haven't had to pay for 25% of them. You know, people support what I'm doing and want to help and give back. And that, you know, I'm not trying to take over your show, but I've been a part of a lot of things in my life, you know, churches, Masonic Lodge, for other organizations, Boy Scouts, the whole 9 yards. And this community has been more loving and accepting than any I've ever been involved with. And to answer one of your questions earlier, before I came out, is October the 1st of this year, I had never had a snake in my life. So everything started since October 1st.
Wow.
Okay.
And I only know how to do things one way, and that's 100 miles an hour.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You know?
And
so,
we find that seems to be a common thread in this too.
Yeah.
Like the people in this, like they're, man, go with this, you know? And I think that's part of the personality group that lends itself to it, you know? So
definitely.
Because I've lost count.
And, you know, and again, I'm a little bit different. You know, a lot of the people and a lot of the community are making sales and they need that to keep it going and those kind of things. And I'm trying to maintain it where I don't have to do that and that I can still give things away or whatever and gift them and do the things that I want to do and help everyone out in along the way.
Yeah, I think that's important for people to know too. You had mentioned it backstage, is you don't, not that you wouldn't ever sell one, but you just don't, that's not what you're doing it for. You're not in it selling snakes. You're basically raising snakes up, breeding snakes, and then pretty much just giving them away.
Right.
Well,
and, you know, and they don't have to be a veteran or whatever. There was a couple friends of my wife who she used to work with. They got a couple of teenage boys and girls, and they wanted a snake. And they brought him over to the house, and I let them look around and showed them what they could choose from and couldn't, you know, whatever. And their parents wouldn't let me just give it to them. And I didn't want to take money from the parents, so we agreed, and I'm thankful they did because it meant a lot to me. The boys raked the leaves from our front and backyard, got it all cleaned up for us, and earned the snake.
There you
And
go.
I really like that too because I think it made them appreciate it, or will make them appreciate it more.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, things in life aren't free, and they just don't get given to you.
Yep.
In that
Absolutely.
manner.
It's really important for kids or any young person, I think, to kind of experience that. If you get things and there's no cost at all,
Right.
it just doesn't instill the value of it. So that's good that happened.
I see it in my own grandchildren. I mean, they're spoiled rotten. They get everything they could ever think of, and you know, they get something and it's broke the next day. And it's, well, Daddy will buy me another one.
Right,
You know,
right.
and I'm going, well, he shouldn't.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Daddy should not, yeah. But that's very cool. I mean, and I think that when you find that you have something like a pet, and just the things that I've noticed with kids is that they are like more than excited to do that little gesture, to do that little work that is
Yeah.
required of them to get that. Whereas if you said, hey, you know, if you rake that lawn, you'll get this video game, a lot of them aren't going to do it. It's like there's this weird connection to that and the desire to have that kind of almost perpetuates itself. Like they're
Exactly.
getting the idea of, hey, this is going to take work, so I'm going to need to know how to do that to have it. Do you know what I mean? Where other things are just this surface level, you know,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it, satisfaction. And it's important. I think that's missing a lot, you know, and that's great that not only did the parents kind of insist that, but you went along with it and found something that they could just have quick, easy access to, right?
Yeah.
Like, and develop this massive plan or scheme for them to have to do, like, hey, rake my lawn and we're good, you know?
Yeah. Right.
Perfect.
Did you ever consider, or maybe you've done this? Do you ever work with people on the feeding, you know, just taking care of the snakes at all? Maybe with the vets that you're giving snakes to, or with the kids, or
We go over that whole thing, you know, when we're working with them or whatever. You know, we go through the whole feeding process. The husband, they clean cages. They're going to clean rat tubs, the whole 9 yards, and to really understand what it's about.
yeah,
And you know, and
I
I'm
can
not, like I say, I'm not a professional. Everything I know, I've learned in a few months.
yeah,
You know,
Right.
but I watch all these shows. I listen to you guys when you're in chats and things, talking, and everyone. I pay attention, and you can pick up a lot that way. And everybody seems real receptive to it and hungry. Uh, I've got some appointments still coming up this spring with different veteran organizations and things. And our March the 15th show will not be about so much about mental health and ball pythons. We're going to have Jay and Chris on, and we're pretty much going to dedicate the whole show to Deeds Not Words too.
nice.
And so that means a lot to me because of my father. You
Yeah,
know,
Absolutely. Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
whatever we can do to help anyone, you know, the wife and I both, that's what we want to do.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So tell us a little bit about the show, Greg, for those people that haven't caught it yet or weren't aware of it, and where they find it, what time it's on, you know, and what your plan for it is going forward. If we could get a little background on your pod,
Okay.
that'd be awesome.
It's called Behind the Scales, and it's every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Big Homie YouTube channel. Sean and Mike have been really gracious to me and work with me, and they take care of everything backstage, and it just makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
And we do. I like it. We talk to our guests, and you know, when I invite them, I'll say, "Look, I ask hard questions. I want to talk about this kind of thing. Are you comfortable with doing that?" And so far, everybody's been great. You know, because they understand the pain and the struggle. Mental health for so long has been kind of taboo. I mean, even with our veterans going back, you know, PTSD, it's just like, suck it up, buddy. You know, you just need to suck it up. You're whining, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
our whole mental health approach, and I'm by no means a professional, is backwards. You know, there's people out there who seriously have mental health problems. Locking them up in a prison with some people who are very bad people isn't helping them at all, and it's never going to make them a profitable person of society.
Right.
So we just talk, share our experiences and let everybody know it's okay to hurt. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to get depressed. What you have to do is realize that you're not alone. I mean, your voices in our heads will tell us that nobody cares. You're all alone. It don't matter. You're unimportant. But if we can see past that and look around the people in our midst, there's so many people depending on us, counting on us, and who love us. And there's people yet in our lives that we haven't reached out to and met that maybe we're going to do something big and important for.
Right.
So a lot of things we just have to change our matter of perspective of how we look at things. But, also this big conception, you see all these people on TV and social media and the rich and famous, if you will, they don't have all these problems. Every human being walking on this earth has some kind of problem. They're fighting something between their ears, and they don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Especially, man, when my wife passed away, the same age as Diana, it was hard.
Yeah.
I had to be there for my children. And I knew from losing my father how to deal with them. And, we done some crazy things. I had a junk car brought to the property. We got ball bats and sledgehammers, and that's the cancer, and you beat the hell out of it. And it may sound silly, but it helped them a whole lot.
Yep.
But
have an outlet, you need an outlet. And the other side of that too, loss is always going to be tough, right? But we do feel like, to your earlier point, you don't see anything but that social mask. Like, I really think it's time that everybody realizes that that's all it is. Like, we all need to remove those and just go around as what we are. That would solve a ton of these issues, because social media is big for that, right? You see this 5 minutes of someone's perfect section of their 24-hour day. You don't see the 24 hours and 55 minutes that was shit.
Pure hell.
What I mean? Right. In all honesty, you get only the things they feel are presentable. Mm-hmm. But that's that social mask that everyone carries around, and it doesn't allow you to be human. It doesn't.
It's weird, because I think or at least I want to believe that it is changing for the better. I think it's more acceptable to talk about all that. I know, I got out of the service in the late 90s, and when I was in, just like you were saying, Greg, you did not talk about that. That wasn't ever anything that any service member spoke about. And I knew people that were suffering from that had been in for years and were in some, pretty sketchy situations, and they didn't talk about it. It was, if you knew them, you could tell that there was issues, but you just didn't. And I don't know. I don't really keep in touch with too many of the folks from the military anymore. It's been a lot of years, but I would hope that for the people that are in there now, it's not the same way, because it's not healthy at all.
100%. Well, and I think about it, and wanting to help others in that situation means a lot, because, as I mentioned earlier with you guys, my father was in the Korean War, and from letters he wrote home to his brother and family and things when he was that, before he met my mother and all, he was in some pretty bad situations. One, where he was a transportation officer, and, he helped transport things back and forth, supplies or whatever, through those dirt roads like you see on MASH kind of thing, I would imagine,
Mm-hmm.
And I know for a fact through letters that, he has drugged men to safety while getting shot and hit and things like that. And it's not something that anyone ever heard him talk about.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me it didn't bother him.
Right.
And that there was a hurt there that he shouldn't have had to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. People do not need to carry that stuff around like we're forced to carry it around, and that it speaks to a larger issue in society where we're really just producing consumers. I mean, really, that's the goal of our system. If you really look at it close, it's to produce a consumer. Things like speaking your mind, being human, putting these things out there are not profitable. In fact, they're a detriment to a society consuming and producing, right? I mean, and that's what it's the big fight is. And we need to get over that idea of the materialistic face value of things and get back to actually being people because we are so far from that. It's
100%.
wild.
Society and politics, unfortunately, have made it to where I can't disagree with somebody without them being mad and think I hate them.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't agree with everything my children do, but by no means do I hate them, no more than I would hate anyone else for having a different opinion. We all come from different environments and backgrounds and pressures that formed us in the forge and, made us into who we are. And unfortunately, as men, we are the worst. We were raised by men who most of didn't think you showed your feelings like that. It wasn't manly for a man to break down and cry or tell someone they love them or speak about their problems. That made you less of a man, but they had it all backwards, guys. It makes you more of a man. If you're not afraid to share your weaknesses and your struggles that may help someone else while you're doing it, you're more of a man in that essence than they ever could have been.
Yeah. And there's a right and wrong way to do that. In my own opinion, I will say that, because I do believe that, to be able to process that stuff, talk about it openly, be honest about it, and be truthful with how things are, at the same time have a semblance of your own internal control to show that these things can be and should be managed as well, right? Because you see that wild swing of things both ways to where it's completely out of control. And I think that's what ends up being the expectation rather than just a sane conversation about that. You expect this wild, far-flung reaction to things, right? And it doesn't have to be that way. I think you can have these conversations with some sanity involved, with some control, with some understanding that it's important that the topic's talked about and understood, not fully enacted, if that makes any sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's where the hesitation comes from. It's that lack of dealing with it and being able to control it, right? So when you haven't done something forever, like if somebody were to throw me on a 110 mile an hour motorcycle, I would feel wild on that thing. And I think that's where the fear for men comes from, because you've controlled that so long, you haven't let it out there. It's like, can I ride this thing? Or am I going to be all over the track and in the woods and off? You know what I mean? It's a scary thing, right? So,
and I believe definitely, especially at first, if you're going to start talking about something, if you haven't, you need to do it in a safe environment.
Sure, absolutely. A fully accepting environment.
Say if it's us three sitting somewhere talking, great, let's go ahead and bring it up and talk about it. I may not bring it up in the middle of a conversation with 100 people. But as you become more comfortable with it, you become okay talking about it because you're working through it during those conversations, and it helps you instead of holding it all back. That's one of the things I learned from my wife passed is I learned it watching my daughter and my son. My son acted like a man. He stuck that pain in a corner and would pet it every now and then to give it some attention and not deal with it. Caused lots of problems. My daughter, it hurt her just as bad and so as severe, but she dealt with it up front and became a much steadier person, if you will.
Sure.
Kind of thing. And
that's what I mean. Kind of when I made the motorcycle analogy there, it's like if you don't take that bike out of the garage and ride it, it's always going to be the feeling, right? And you're never going to ride that bike. And you need to do that, right? You need to experience it again in your way. And everybody has their way.
And a lot of that, like you said, is taught, just like Benji's saying there. A lot of that is stuff that you're taught as a child. That's how you're brought up, and
Right.
it's even the same with, like you're saying, Greg, talking. Us three sitting and talking. The biggest part I think that people forget, or maybe they just never realize it in having conversations, is the listening side of it. And and this even goes back to what you were saying before about, well, talking politics or any different opinions with somebody, where they immediately feel defensive and they go on the attack instead of the attitude of, well, let me hear what you got to say, even if right away you're like, I don't agree. But to me, I like to hear what their reasoning is. And you never know. You may change your mind, or you may learn more about the person. But when you jump on the defense, and then it instantly turns into a fight, or you start being judged by people immediately without hearing them out. And that's when all of that stops. Nobody's talking anymore. Nobody's, showing feelings, talking about their feelings. And it's rampant. I mean, it literally is everywhere, and it gets fed by, again, social media, news, whatever. They're all feeding it, and it's like people don't see through that and have your own mind. Don't listen to what everybody else is telling you. Don't jump into a tribe or a clan because you saw it on,
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's gotten to be where it's pretty ridiculous.
And I want people to also understand that there is a benefit in the long run. All that we could talk for weeks and not understand everything that I've had to suffer through in my life, but everyone has. Okay, I have been able to successfully get to this point in my life and deal with what I had to. Could I deal with Jason's? Probably not. Could I deal with John's? Possibly not. But
yeah, you don't know, right?
I've learned to take the stance that it took all of that to make me who I'm supposed to be. Without that, without going through those struggles and things, I may be a very different person, and maybe not a good one. But the benefits are the psyche side of it can make you so physically ill,
Mm-hmm.
and increase pains you have. I mean, my kidneys are failing. I've had 3 back surgeries. You name it, it's going on. It seems like. In the last 10 years, I've spent 3+ years in the hospital or physical rehab. My attitude and depression have been tanked for a long time. And it's cost me relationships, family members, and things like that. And if it wasn't for my wife being who she is, it would have cost me her. And it's just within the last 2 years, and especially since the reptile world has started in October, that I function.
Good.
And I was not functioning. I mean, I wanted to sit in my recliner, let the world go by, don't want to hear about anything, don't bother me, don't talk to me, the whole 9 yards. Just as a man would, we would draw within ourselves, and everything's okay.
Yeah.
And we're lying.
Yeah, absolutely. And that kind of leads perfectly, Greg, to where I wanted to go with this next, right? Because that topic on its own, we could literally rehash. I mean, over and over. And would it be good? Absolutely, right? But I do want to know, for your own personal experience, because you've kind of led us to that with where we're at here, and I think it's a good segue to kind of move into how this really did that for you. I mean, we've said it, right? But you've never really vocalized like, hey, this is what it physically did for me, and this is how. So I want to give that to other people. So can you tell us that side of it a little bit?
First, I want to do something that we talked about before. Sure. I want everyone to remember our sister Lace White right now. One of her friends, while she was getting off work today, one of her best friends called Lace and let her know that she was diagnosed with cancer, and it's taken a big toll on her. She's real upset. So let's remember Lace and that family, because that's never a good thing.
No, absolutely.
That's terrible. Sorry to hear that, Lace, for sure.
Yeah.
When we do care, you're our kiddo, everybody's. Not just, not just ours, you're everyone's.
Well, obviously, right, the community kiddo, that was obvious and apparent through all of that whole contest last year and how that worked out. I mean, everybody really got behind Lace for all the right reasons. She's a fantastic person.
100%.
Yeah, she's just awesome.
But
The way
let's
that
be
it's helped me-
positive on that too. If we could, let's be positive because it's a diagnosis, right? So
Yes.
Right.
let's put our hands together and just go. That could always go in a positive way too. I mean, so let's hope that's the case.
100%. It's always that initial fear factor that really tears you up.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
The unknown is what gets us every time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
But the way it's helped me, like you asked about, is I guess the routine of taking care of them, feeding them, cleaning tubs out, thinking about where I'm going to go as far as pairings go and things like that, raising feeders that's back here in the corner behind me and all that good thing, got me to moving more, got me more active physically. It brought me out of my shell to where I'm on here talking about this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in this community, and I don't think you can get any more in than I'm in. You know, everyone has been so accepting and loving, and that has helped. You know, I have not had one person say, "Hey, look, you're an idiot. You're giving your money away," this and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, how can we help you?
Right.
I mean, my wife's on here, and she'll probably Val was the first person I contacted in the industry. I saw him on one of the shows, messaged him that night, and we've been like brothers ever since.
Yeah. Val's cool, man.
He's an absolute gem in this, and we sat after we had him on, and I knew Val from other things and had talked to him through the chats and things, but I want to say we were on for almost 4 hours after the show, just talking, right? And he's one of those people that is just genuinely, I don't know what you want to say
He's
about it, but
supportive,
like,
compassionate, knowledgeable. He cares,
yeah, oh, he
Yeah.
absolutely does.
and he likes to talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, the routine and all that helped me. It's got me more physically active. You know, used to, walking back and forth to the bathroom was probably the highlight of my day. You know, now I'm getting out and going places with the wife. My grandkids get off the bus every other weekend here at my house. So I meet them at the bus stop. Granted, I'm still wheeling down there in a wheelchair because it's still hard for me to walk that far, but I'm going.
Right. Right.
And it's made everything, the mental aspect of it being more free and learning not to let those little things bother you and eat you up all the time makes the physical health part better as well.
Yeah.
Because it can make all the pain that much worse and everything else. And it's just, I don't know how to say it. It's just so important that we talk about it and work through those things, and it's okay. And, you know, like you were saying, Jason, that we were taught to be this way as men. My stepfather beat me for having feelings. If I showed emotion, that was a whooping kind of thing.
Well, and that's a fear thing, right? Because if you show them, that means he kind of has to too, and he doesn't want to. That's what that all stems from, you know. So guarding his own, right? And in some of those worst case scenarios are the people hurting the most in the reality of it, you know.
And, you know, and in his defense, if he was alive today, I would like to know where he's at and how he's doing. I'm sure that he's not.
Yeah.
But, you know, he was raised in Harlan, Kentucky. I don't know if you've ever heard of that place or not. But it was in the middle of coal central USA. That's where the strikes were taking place.
Yeah.
The company stores were taking their money. They were raised in living in company shacks.
Yeah.
Your paycheck went, you didn't get one.
Right.
They were raised and lived in some despicable conditions. And it made some people act that way as well.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can see for sure.
100%.
It'll break a person down, you know. It breaks a person down.
I think the important thing is that I mentioned this last week. A friend of mine told me that we're all going to have down moments and downtime. But the thing we have to do is realize that we're in that time and rise from it. Don't let it
Yeah.
make you have a bad week, month, year, century, whatever. Work your way through it and let's get back up and get going.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the snakes, kind of just heading back towards that. It
Right.
really, my daughter would tell you if she was here to talk about it. I get home from work, it's always stressful. Plus I got to drive that's stressful and long. And there's no reason to go check on the snakes. They're fine. But the first thing I do is I drop off my stuff and I go boop right into the snakes, because it sets you in a whole different mood. You get rid of all of that stress. I'm only in there probably 15, 20 minutes, come out, and it's kind of like a reset,
Oh, yeah. And I do it multiple times a day. I don't sleep a lot. I might come in here at 2:30 in the morning and say, who's wandering around and
Yeah.
kind of things. And they are pretty simple to take care of. I mean,
Yeah.
you do have some routine maintenance as you would with anything. But I think the biggest thing for me is just something that most people think is evil in the world and in a lot of places that they're very afraid of and they're scared of is really so serene and gentle. And I tell the story as we rescued a banana ball python that was in a 40-gallon tank with 3 100-watt CHE bulbs blaring on it 24/7.
A poor thing.
Wow.
He had
Yeah,
4
that's-
layers of stuck shed on him. His ice caps were stuck. We got him home and I put him in a little tub and got it all steamed up and let him crawl around on a towel for a little while and got him out with a soft towel. And so, he had every reason to bite somebody. He had every reason to be mad and upset.
Yep.
He was so calm, and he still is, calm and gentle. Let me wipe all that off of him, get it off his eye caps. And we've all looked into the eyes of a puppy dog and saw that thankful, loving feeling. I saw that in a ball python.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's funny. Those little things do show, and people don't think so. But Jason and I have laughed about it before because we're in Wisconsin. We get those dry temps, things, or humidity, temps off, whatever. We get stuck sheds.
Yeah.
And they absolutely throw a fit for about 2 minutes. And then
Yeah.
as soon as they start feeling the skin coming
They're
off,
like, oh,
they're stretching their neck out, and they're like, oh, this feels pretty, and they enjoy it, and they do reciprocate that thank you for,
Definitely.
helping me out, man, and this is better,
And,
But we know what you mean.
And some of them are no different than dogs and cats or monkeys or anything else you could ever have. It's like my wife's first one her name's Hermione. She's a black pastel little girl. We was actually looking for a enclosure for Riven at the time. And we was in this, not a commercial pet store, it's a neighborhood pet store. And she asked to see it. And I mean, she was rolled up so tight in the ball, she couldn't breathe. I mean, she was as tight as a ball could get.
yeah.
When she hit my wife's hands, she came all unwound and was happy there, moving around and crawling. She handed her to me, and man, it was right back in that ball.
Yep,
No,
they pick their people.
That's this thing, And I gave her back to her, and I saw that, and we had already agreed. The one snake is all we're going to get.
Right.
Yeah.
That's your
Right.
limit. That's yours. Right
First lie.
And I looked at her and I said, "You want it, don't you?"
there. Yep.
And I said, "Go ahead." So, that one or two ended up with me buying snakes asleep on Morph Market on auction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And it just, progressed to where we're at now.
Yeah.
So let's touch on that a little bit. Now you say the Morph Market thing, and you're saying how you did go in and you started looking to actively purchase, and
Yeah.
obviously breeding's on your mind. You're thinking about pairing things up and what you want to do. How did that progress? Like, obviously this isn't a long time into this, so tell us about what drew you and what really interests you as far as the animals.
Well, as soon as I realized the benefit I was getting from it, that the healing I was getting from it, I realized that I wanted to share that because it's not really overly shared in our society today. So that, and in order to do that, I have to propagate enough to be able to donate to people.
Yeah.
Sure.
And in doing that, I decided that, listening to people and about projects and focusing on one thing, I made the mistakes everyone did. I bought this one because it was pretty, and I bought that one because it was pretty, and I ended up with 9 males and 5 females. The whole one made, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then I refocused, and I really like the clowns, just me, and I like Stranger,
Okay.
and those are the main 2 things I'm going. But I've got the ability probably to make almost not everyone, but I mean most of the different combinations. I have the ingredients,
Right.
Yeah.
and that's what I'm working towards now. And some of the things that, fortunately, that I bought that were pretty, other people think are pretty, so I can trade or sell to get the ones and those puzzle pieces I really need. And it's worked out that way for me. So I've benefited from that. But right now, everything we have is either clown, cryptic, het clown, or het cryptic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And along with that, we have Spider and Desert Ghost and Hypo and Pieds and Orange Dreams. And I just let the Ultramil girls go, which someone told me I was crazy, but oh well. I didn't like Ultramil.
Yeah, you don't have to. No one said you had to. It's
Right.
like if you don't, you don't. No point in fighting.
Same with the bananas and the pinstripes and all the different things and the G-stripe. We've got it all available, and we're working on it. Most of ours are juveniles. We have some adults, but
Okay.
most everybody are juveniles. It's going to be a next year, late probably 27 kind of thing, or beginning of 27 for those to all fall into the plan. But we
Gotcha.
do have a couple of red stripe clown females that's been paired with Orange Dream Batman.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And I've got a couple of just normal double het clown pie girls that's been bred to leopard clown, leopard blade clowns, and things like that for this year.
Gotcha.
But
So
but
this will be your first year to actually get some ovulations and get some eggs
oh
and
yeah,
do the
Hey,
incubation.
we're just like 3-4 months into this thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
And,
Okay. This
I've
will be
got-
fun then. This will be really
Yeah.
fun.
Super fun.
I built my incubator. Someone gave me one of those little mini refrigerators with the glass front on it. It was actually a drink fridge, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
And,
Perfect.
I did everything I needed to do and got that taken care of and got it working, got it up running, make sure it's steady and the temperatures are even throughout it. Waiting, but I've got a cinnamon girl over here that was actually paired with he's going to Carl, a Acid Phantom HRA to my cinnamon girl.
Oh,
And
nice.
I don't know why she hasn't laid yet, but she's gained about 600 grams. She's about 4,100, 4,200 grams right now.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a big
Gained
girl,
600 since October.
Probably since, yeah,
Wow. That's pretty good.
because she was probably the first big adult that I got.
Yeah.
man. Gotcha. Okay.
She's getting ready then, huh?
And one of them is actually a yellow belly double het clown pied. You can see the eggs in her. I'm not savvy enough yet to go in there and fill with the follicles and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. We've been trying to do that for years and we still can't do it. So I don't know
We
about
cheated and just got the ultrasound because we tried to palpate and I just couldn't palpate for the life of me. So
So, well, hopefully in the fall, maybe we'll be able to find that ultrasound reasonable somewhere, and we'll do that too.
that. Yeah.
sure. Yep.
And there's some
This
things
must be
I can't
Corrine?
do. That was my wife, Karina. Yes,
Okay. All right. Hi, Karina.
she came in to get her little VPI Xanthic out and play with it.
Yeah. Yep.
I almost killed it, unfortunately.
Oh no.
What happened?
Well,
What did you do?
it wasn't on purpose. I dropped an ASF in here, and they're pretty fast. They jump, they move, not like a big old rat. I mean, these things they can get it.
They're quick. Yeah. Yep.
I couldn't catch it, so I put glue traps down to catch it, and I caught it.
Okay.
And I got it off and made sure it was not on its fur, and I fed it off. I forgot one of those glue traps. And
Oh,
the
no.
little tub that they are in is a homemade tub. Instead of having solid sides like the Freedom Breeders or Sea Serpents and things like that, they've got like a 6-inch strip on the front and a 6-inch strip on the back on the sides. So you have the possibility of getting a tub being cockeyed, maybe a corner being open.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
And that happened. And this one here decided to come poking out of her tub. And I come in one night. It's just OCD stuff. I have to check every night and make sure they're all okay.
She's a pretty one.
Every tub, got to check them. She's gone.
Oh,
And she's not, the wife's not home. And I'm going, first of all, I'm going to die. Because she won't kill
Literally
me.
gonna die.
All right.
And so she came straight home. We started looking for it and pulling everything out. It couldn't get out of this room because we did make sure that this room is secure. So if it gets out of here, my cats and dogs will probably have it for lunch.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
But at the time, before I got the rodent racks, I had big glass aquariums in the floor under my tables, and that's where my rodents were. Well, that's where Cole was too, or Nicole.
Oh,
And she was about half the size she is now,
yeah.
and crawled onto that glue trap.
Oh,
Oh,
Her eyeball was pinned to it.
Oh.
And I'm freaking out, man. I don't know what to do.
right.
This is I had some thermostats burn up and things like that, or quit working and all that kind of thing, but nothing like that.
yeah.
And matter of fact, the first thing I did was speed dial Satchmo and said, "Look, what do I do?"
Right. Yeah.
And I guess I did the wrong thing first. I went and got, had her made up some Dawn and water and try to get it off that way, and that didn't help at all.
Yeah.
Then we, read something about using oil, and it mentioned, different kinds of like vegetable oil or this and that. All we had was vegetable oil, so I soaked the hell out of her.
Right.
And fortunately, I got it all off of her, every
Yeah.
stinking bit of it off. Her eye was fine. She had a sore spot on her neck. You could see it was irritated. And I debated on trying to feed her or not, but I said, well, if it's a problem, she's not going to try.
Yeah.
And she slammed it just like normal and hasn't looked back.
Yep.
So you used
the
vegetable oil.
did work.
That got rid of the tacky, and you got it off, and then you had to wash her, I'm assuming, with soap and water to get the
Yeah.
oil off, right?
Well, actually, after we got it off, it still had a few little places on her, still on her scales. So I left a paper towel in there with oil on it in her tub for her to move around, and it all came off.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I
I
imagine the vegetable oil won't hurt her any, so she could contact that for, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would just keep them from absorbing moisture like they normally
Yeah.
would. It kind
Right,
of coats their skin.
But
Yeah.
after it all got off, we got her out of there, and of course we bathed her again and got all the oil off, like you would, the birds after an oil spill or kind of thing. You clean them all up.
Sure.
And she's special to me too because when we first got her, it was one of those assist feed things,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a job.
and I've been lucky. I thought out of the box a lot. I think, well, why? I know it's because they're not comfortable. And I noticed that when she was in our hand or something, she was really comfortable. Okay, I'll do this. I picked her up in my right hand, got me a pinky right here, and she smacked the hell out of it and ate it. So
Yeah.
for 2 or 3 times, that's how she ate until she just took off on her own.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing at
Oh,
your
Yeah, we're
wife.
laughing at your wife. She's,
Oh, I
she's
know.
like, that oil was a miracle. It saved G-Paw's life.
But I learned that was, some of the when we first got started, we didn't know about racks and breeder tubs and all that kind of thing. We thought we're going to have to buy a 3x2x2 or a 4x2x2 for everybody, and then that's starting to get pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
And
we found they don't do as well in that.
no.
At least on the breeding side, they don't eat as
100%.
well.
I bought an adult cinnamon pinstripe girl, came from Iowa, and put her in this 4x2x2 over here. And she decided, I'm not going to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had never had a problem eating according to the people we got her from. She had been a good feeder, and she's not eating. So we had our first rack then. So I told my wife, I said, well, I'm pulling her and putting her in here. And the next day was feed day, and she's been slamming them ever since. She's comfortable in that tub.
Not that kind of rack, Benji.
Right. Yeah, we're all on your team there, Benji.
But it's the same way as a friend of hers bought a leopard pied boy adult back in November. And when she bought it, it hadn't ate since like November the 3rd, somewhere in there. It's February and it's not eating. And she brought it over to me. I said, I'll try to get it feeding. I mean, I don't know everything. I'll try. I said, I think it's scared. It's not comfortable in its environment. I think we can put it in this tub and it'll eat. It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then she decided that, hey, I can't keep it in one of those because that's not what I have.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to keep him. I said, well, only way I'm going to do that is you take something that I know is going to eat. So that boy that we rescued that I was talking about earlier, the banana, he'll eat in shed, out of shed. He don't care. He's going to eat.
Yeah.
He's very sociable. He wants, if you walk in the room, he's at his enclosure. He wants to come out and see you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they got him out, and he's wrapping up on their head and laying up there like a hat and the whole 9 yards, and it worked out for everybody.
Perfect.
Isn't it funny how different they all are when it comes to the eating too? I mean, you got all the way across the spectrum. I got ones where you can't even get the tub open and they're flying out trying to bite the little space heater or whatever, right? And then other ones, I've had babies, because I try a lot of things before I finally do the assist feed, but I got babies that wouldn't eat, and so I pick them up and I hold them in my hand and they'll eat. They eat a couple times and then they're good.
This is him.
Why?
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's pretty good size.
Got a little black heart up here.
Is
We'll
the
switch there so we can see this guy. I didn't have it on where I could blow you up, but I switched over quick. But yeah, it's a beautiful pied.
yeah.
They say he got leopard, but I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, I can tell you if you show like right behind his head. It does look like leopard to me, but if it's got a little fork right behind his head, it's usually leopard in there. It wants to fork toward the eye stripes a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep, that's leopard for sure. Yep. Or at
He's
least what I've always been told,
Yeah.
I
Well,
love her though.
and he's just a gentle giant, and we, that's some of the other things that we've been doing is some of them's been to church. One of the big churches in town was doing some Sunday school lessons on fear, and asked someone to bring a snake to church. So she took Klaus, who's a firefly male that we have, pet clown, and they loved him. So we're looking and doing it, and offered to go into schools for free and present the animals to them, explain how to take care of them, to the kids, for free. I don't want anything from the school. I want to help. And those kind of things help me. Helping others heals Gregg.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. So, that's just what my life is. If I can help somebody make their life easier, and you don't mess with my grandkids and piss them off and hurt them, I'm a happy man.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, speaking of helping others, we're going to help you right after you sit in the hot seat for a bit.
Okay.
We've avoided this. We've done pretty well on time, but we're past where we normally put somebody in there with Jamie and put you in a little bit of a spot. And I guarantee she's got some gems for you, and it's going to be fun either way. But we'll heal you up when you come back, Gregg. How's that?
Okay. That'll work.
All right. Well, good luck over there, sir. We're going to touch more on your show and some of the other things going on, but that's what we always wait for. We appreciate Mitzi for just that. She opens it up with the hot seat emojis, and then we don't have a choice, Gregg. So good luck over there, man. We'll see you on the other side.
Thank you.
It's time to play the game. It's time to play the game. Ha ha ha. Let's go.
Hi, G Paw.
Hey, Jamie, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Wonderful.
Thank you for coming on the show. It's fun to listen to you talk.
I appreciate it. I was excited to be on here. You guys have one of the more professional shows, I feel, and I was excited to be able to come on.
Thank you. Thank you. Are you ready for the hot seat?
Hey, I'll do my best.
All right. I didn't go too hard, so
It's okay.
it'll be fun. Do you prefer loud music or silence?
Silence.
Okay. Do you prefer planning or spontaneous adventures?
Planning. If you know when things come up, it's like things are going on through the day, and then all of a sudden somebody calls at 3 o'clock. You got to do this today. Well, wait a minute. I don't know nothing about this.
Yeah, I gotta process. You need that itinerary to check off your list. Yeah.
It kind of interrupts the flow of how I deal with things. Maybe.
Yeah. We do a family camping trip every year, and my mom is like, plan, 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 plan. You have a checklist like at 2 o'clock, we're going to do this. At 4 o'clock, we're going to do this. At 6 o'clock, we're going to do this. It's pretty funny. Makes me
That's my
laugh.
wife.
Yeah. What is your favorite classic movie?
It's pretty easy for me. Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, very good movie. Yep.
I kind of
What
feel like I'm one of those people back in those days. I feel more attuned to them sometimes, maybe.
the old soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. What band defined your youth?
Motley Crue.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Well, if you were going to live anywhere or vacation anywhere, would we find you on the mountains, the beach, or in the forest?
I hate the beach. I live here. I would be in the mountains and the forest every day.
Okay. Okay. That's
I don't
funny.
like sand. It gets everywhere. Or
Oh,
hey,
right. Right.
we
I
can't grow.
love.
We can't grow grass.
We grow sand.
We grow
Right.
sand. The
Oh,
dogs get
yeah.
outside. They bring 10 pounds in.
I hate when there's sand in my shoes. I love the beach, but I do feel that sand thing for sure.
I always, Jamie, had intended on going back, but and I've talked about it, but my heart would explode in grief missing my grandkids.
Right?
My children and grandchildren all live within 5 miles of me,
Yeah.
and
That's
I
a
get to see
blessing.
one or all of them daily.
Yep.
I would die. I couldn't handle it.
How many grandkids do you have?
4.5.
4?
Four and
One on the way?
we'll find out.
Okay, very cool. Very fun. I'm still waiting to be a grandma. One day, one day.
It's the best part of life.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Better than having your own kids, huh?
Well, in some ways, I think the important thing about being a grandparent is that I learned from raising my children is at my house, the rules are the exact same rules that your mom and dad has.
Right. Yep.
I'm a loving guy and I'm their hero and all that kind of stuff. But the rules are the rules.
Right?
I'm not
Yeah.
going to break them just because I can.
Right. I loved being at my grandma's house growing up. It was the best place to be. It's wonderful.
100%. My
Yeah.
grandmother was my rock.
Yeah, mine too. Love it. Miss her. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Both.
You're like all the above. I never sleep.
Yeah. I haven't slept for 3 days right now,
Holy.
and I've done everything. But when I was still being able to go out and work and things, I would much rather to go in at 5 hours early than stay 5 hours late.
Oh, 5 hours is a long time to be early.
Yeah, but you can get so much more done before all the other people start coming in and moving
That's true.
around and
Yeah.
asking you 100 questions.
Yeah. Yep. Would you rather explore space or the deep ocean?
Space,
Yeah. What interests you about it?
the unknown,
Yeah.
and I'm a big sissy. Uh,
I think we all
I
are
don't like being in
sometimes.
water. I've been 40 miles out deep sea fishing and things,
Yeah.
but God forbid if I went overboard, I would probably just die instantly.
Yeah.
I can't stand to be in water over my head. It just scares me.
Right? When I don't know when I can't see the bottom and I have no idea what's down there, it's pretty scary. I like pools better than lakes.
And if I could be the captain on the Starship Enterprise, that'd be wonderful.
Right? Yeah. What is the dumbest risk you've ever taken?
You really want to know the dumbest, right?
Yep.
There you
17 years old, and everyone probably had places where in high school you all would cruise around to or whatever pass you would take back and forth.
Right.
In my town, we had a place called the Bluegrass Grill, just like an old timey Frisch's type style restaurant with the call boxes and things.
Yep.
And everybody would congregate there. Then across the river in Ironton, Ohio, was a Burger King. And I guess I'd been through a lot in my life, and things didn't scare me.
Right.
And had made it to Ironton, Ohio, and a friend of mine was in a situation, and they had a gun pulled on him, pointing at him. And I was foolish enough to step in front of him and dare him to pull the trigger.
Oh my.
That was probably the stupidest thing I ever did.
Oh. That's yeah. I don't even have any words. Scary. I would be terrified.
But it goes back to your environment and what you've been through.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it today.
Right. Right.
I mean, I've been noodling for catfish. It's not different than ice fishing, but I wouldn't go do it. I wouldn't go do it now.
True. I get that. Would you rather lose all your memories or never make any new ones?
Oh, I don't know.
That's tough.
Yeah, because if I lost all the ones I've had, I wouldn't remember my father and things like that.
Right.
But at the same time, not making new ones, you're not living.
True.
So I guess I would have to forget the past
Yeah.
because I want to live. I want to progress and grow and thrive.
Right. Huh. That's a hard question. I don't like it. Erase that one. No, I'm just kidding. What's your go-to coping strategy?
Picking up one of these snakes.
Yeah. What was it before October 1st, 2025?
silence.
Silence.
Okay.
Withdraw. Be silent.
Yeah.
Pretend like everything's okay.
Okay. Good answer. Good answer. Would you rather redo 1 year of life or skip one tough year?
I'm going to say neither, Jamie. I can't pick one because if I go back and kind of think we referred to earlier talking to the guys is if I take some things and change them in my past, I wouldn't be me.
Right.
And if I skip that year, things that happened,
You wouldn't be you. Right.
yeah, and
Huh.
it just maybe it's a coping skill as well. Is I do solidly believe that it took everything that I went through in life to become the person I am right now.
Yeah. I believe that wholeheartedly for sure. What's something you wish men talked about more often?
Their feelings. It's
Openly.
okay.
I know. Openly, right?
And I mean, it's difficult because as Jason and John mentioned is in our DNA to
Yeah.
not do that.
Right.
We're afraid that they're
Yeah.
going to see us as weak. They're going to judge us and things like that. And that's one of the reasons I do the podcast is because I want people to understand whether it's a man or a woman, we all are a human.
Yeah.
And we have the same feelings. We may have some different views or things on the way we interpret things, but we're still that same being.
Right. Absolutely. For sure. Yep. If you're going to take a vacation, would you rather road trip or fly?
I'm flying.
Yeah. You hate riding?
It hurts.
Yeah, it does after a while.
Like I said, I've had a few back surgeries, and you ride in the car for a little while, and it's like then you got to use the bathroom real bad, and you get there, and it's like, oh, I can't get up.
I feel that. I'm starting to feel that. Yeah. Do you prefer dogs or cats?
Right now, dogs.
You're right. She's like, have fun answering that one.
We have 2 dogs and we have 3 adorable cats, and one of them is my fault because I wanted it.
Right.
But I sincerely hate litter boxes.
Yeah. Yep. You got to get one of them automatic ones that just scoops it out as they go.
Ours would break it.
They're a menace.
We've got 3 cats and 4 litter boxes.
Yeah.
We have one cat that thinks it's a dog.
Right. Fun. What's something you wish more people understood about getting older?
I'm trying to figure out how I need to put this. But, you know, I do feel tired and my body hurts more and all that kind of thing. You're right. But what hurts the most is loneliness.
Mm,
And it's not one's fault because our children have lives that they're building and things take up that time. And our friends, have doing new and different things. And if you're in an organization or a group of people and you get sick and you're at home, all those people who loved you to death to your face forget who you are. So growing old and being lonely,
yeah.
and I think back about my mother, I think that's the worst.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I have all my family here with me and get to
Right.
see my little ones all the time and my grandbaby, so.
Yeah.
But I
I
do
think
understand that.
I think about it occasionally, like when my grandma was in the nursing home and you go there and there's people, I mean, we used to visit her weekly, but I visit her weekly. My mom was there more often. But there's so many people that are there that never get a visitor and they're just all by themselves. And I always thought, man, that's sad and lonely for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Start spending years
Yeah.
of time in a physical rehab in that kind of setting in
Yeah.
assisted living care or whatever you want to call it, or a
Mhm.
nursing home, where
Right.
because they all have different sections of them, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You see that,
A lot. Yeah.
and you have this little old lady walking down the hall with a baby, calling for her children, that like they're 8 years old, and
Mm-hmm.
people ignore them, but I want to sit down with them and I'll talk to them like I'm an 8-year-old kid. I don't care.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Just to help them through that. Yeah, for sure. If you could hang out with any cartoon character, who would you pick?
Foghorn Leghorn.
Great. We haven't heard that one before. Good answer. We have? Okay. Oh, fun. Very cool.
Chicken Hawk. No.
What does success mean to you now versus when you were younger?
When I was younger, I thought it was making all the money in the world and having all the earthly belongings and things like that. To me, now, success when I die is for my family to know and be able to understand that I loved them with all my heart and did everything I could for them.
Very nice. Perfect answer. Who has helped shape you the most?
Throughout my entire life would have to be my grandmother. Like I say, she was my rock. She was the steady that was always there when our world was in a chaos.
Right.
My grandmother was right there. She never changed. If you was an asshole, she'd tell you an asshole. If you was a good boy, you're a good boy.
Yeah.
But had all the love in the world to give you.
Yeah. I love that.
So I want to go back.
What do you enjoy most about breeding the reptiles? I didn't know that you started so soon ago, but what
Yeah.
what have you been enjoying the most so far?
The anticipation is what I can get. What will we produce?
Okay. Yeah.
When we cut those, or those first eggs come hatching out.
It's
It's
so
your first-
exciting. I wish I could tell you what it
like
feels
your
like.
first baby, right?
It's different, but it's
But I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
and if you see
It's
something
exciting.
crazy, it's like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you're wondering. But hopefully that's what I feel.
It's fun. I mean, this is our 6th year breeding, and it's still just as fun today as it was back in 2021 when our first clutch hatched. It's awesome. It's the best part. Yeah. Yeah.
But I enjoy it. I mean, growing up where I did, we lived on farms my whole life kind of thing.
Yeah.
So animals has always been a part of my life.
Yeah. They're awesome. Last question in the hot seat, and you're doing awesome. It's been fun for me. If you could go back in time and talk to little G-Paw, what would you tell him?
Not let everything affect you and not take everything so serious.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
It's tough.
I've got two brothers older, and I mean, they can read the funny paper and laugh out loud and burst out, or hear a joke and just become so boisterous kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
I feel that, but can't let it come out,
Yeah.
and that's because of things
Yeah.
piling up through the years, kind of stuff. But
Right.
to understand that it's that one little moment in time that you're worried about right now,
Mm-hmm.
5 years from now will seem like it's stupid or silly.
Mm-hmm. You'll wonder why you were so worried. I've done that several
Yeah.
times in my life. Yeah, for sure. Well, you did fantastic in the hot seat. That was fun. I learned a lot about you.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thank you to everybody that's out in the chat tonight. We appreciate you. If you're holding on to Forge Coin, please get a hold of us. We would love to see you spend that with one of our affiliates or donate it to Deeds Not Words. And as always, like, share, follow, and subscribe.
Nice job,
Good
man.
job.
Well, guys, you want to know about Riven and where it came from, and this is the little booger where it started at.
Okay, hang on. Let me swap over because we want to get a good look. Give me 1 second to do that. Okay, now we can take a good peek.
Now, I don't know what he is. He's supposed to be normal het pied. I mean, het clown, het pied. But he just is a beautiful normal if that's what the case is.
Boy,
I would think there's something else. The
yeah,
het pied,
that's-
I think I do see that. So what I see in
I was wrong. It's het clown, het hypo.
oh okay
okay.
well
The hypo makes sense. Okay,
I mean,
that makes
either-
sense.
either one does the same. So you get
See
the
how
real
black
clean.
this black is?
Yeah, the black and the clean, real clean lines is what I've got in all the het pieds that I've got too. So
Yeah. But he's the one that started it all. He was about 80 grams when I got him.
Yeah, that makes way more sense. When you said het pied, I'm like, okay. But the color was just too nice and too bright. And then you have that stretching over the dorsal. You see how they want to connect from side to side?
Well,
Hypo does that a ton.
Here's what I think's funny. And it's to me, I see things, right? Right there, I see a moose with a rhinoceros chasing him. And
Yeah.
a heart.
I was going to say moose and a hippo. But yeah,
Yeah,
rhino works
hippo.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those are the kinds of shapes you'll see with het hypo a lot. They tend to get a little warpy and the color tends to pop a little better. Like that's much more golden than your typical normal,
Yeah.
So
Now, he is my problem feeder. He eats great as long as it's a mouse.
okay, yeah.
An ASF, a rat, he will eat quail. But he'll eat quail and mice. That's it.
Strange. Okay.
I try to, all of mine, originally you asked me earlier about if I preferred rats or ASF. My original plan was to do nothing but ASFs.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm 10 miles from the Alabama line one way to the east and probably 25 to the north of Alabama. So a lot of the people I deal with, a lot of the people I work with are going to be from Alabama. And unfortunately, ASF is not allowed in the state.
Yeah.
So I have to vary it up. And the quail thing was just fell in my lap. There's a lady a couple of towns over in Alabama who raises quail, sells balut for the Oriental people. They eat that
yeah,
Sure.
thing. They hatch like 800 quail a week. And
Wow.
sometimes they have leftover or somebody didn't pick something up. And she wanted to get into the feeder side of it to help with that.
Sure.
So I
Yeah.
said, I'm willing to try, and if it works, I'll help push it, kind of thing. So I think we had 14 or 15 snakes at the time when this came up. And I told her the sizes I needed. and she brought 14 of them over there, and all 14 of them were immediately eaten.
Yep. Yeah, I've heard that over and over. They really do enjoy quail. I would like to mix in a little poultry and change things up. I think just for their digestion, their system, their gut biome. I think it
Yeah.
would really help them to have a little variety.
I've heard people say it, the feathers and all that makes it a little wetter in the output, but I haven't noticed that.
Yeah, I think if it was consistent, maybe
Maybe
if it
so.
was
Yeah.
quail after quail after, you might start to see that. But boy,
We usually give them quail once a month.
yeah, yep. I think that's a good idea, and I think of a varied diet as something that's really overlooked. I mean, you hear about people that do strictly one prey item, whether that be your ASF or your mice or your rat. It doesn't, but that's all that animal sees the entire go, and I really
Yeah.
feel like there would be some big benefit in swapping that out on occasion.
Well, we know any animal in the wild is going to eat what they can get.
Right.
You know,
Right.
what comes by that I can take out and safely eat, I'm going to do that, right?
Yeah.
Except for Riven.
absolutely.
Yeah, except for him.
Except for Riven.
Is your Super Mojave Surprise that we talked about, is that one breeding size, and was it male or female?
He's a male. He's about 700 grams right now. Maybe,
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Real close.
He's probably only about 500, I think.
Okay. I was going to say 7, he's good to go, but 5
Yeah.
is, right on the border. Yeah.
She's going to get him out, but we are shipping several males out. I've got 5 going out here not this next week, it's going to be cold, but I've got some going up to Caro and some over the Will Python portal and things. And the wife really likes her pieds as well, so we restructured and got a couple of our signature males to support the forage here.
Uh-huh.
And this is our Hurricane Clown Pied male.
Oh,
Very
very
nice.
nice.
Him and a smiley face.
Yeah, you got the nice smiley face there.
Yeah. But he's Hurricane Clown Pied. And
Hurricane works so well in pied, it really does.
we have in that project with, of course, they're both little now, we have a Inchy Leopard Pinstripe Clown Pied female for him.
Beautiful. That'll be a great combo.
She's pretty orange. This is our Super Mojave that is a lot more than that. Yeah, I'm telling you guys that he came to us as a Super Mojave. And that's what, we thought he was. You can start to see the pattern starting to come through now as he's getting older.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. They definitely color up more, the Super Mojaves especially. But
Yeah.
Under a black light, he has the perfect clown stamp on his head that's strapped down his dorsal with the tear dropping down the sides of it. And when he sheds, there's no pattern in his shed, so that means he's hypo too.
nice. Yeah, you can kind of see the clown right there under your chin, actually. You
Yeah,
can see
for
the
sure.
back stripe doing it. So
And like I said, it was the case of someone probably not much different than I am that got into it. And because they couldn't visually see, they didn't know. And they sold him as het hypo, het clown. But both parents, as I told you guys, was Mojave Clown Hypo.
well, there you go. Yeah. So
And like I say, they just didn't understand. And
Didn't put black light.
they cheated themselves.
Yeah,
Well,
no doubt.
This is the
Yeah,
best
and-
$200 animal you'll ever buy.
right, exactly. I was gonna say, you got a hypo clown in there, plus everything's gonna throw Mojave. That's a
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
deal. Yeah, beautiful, man. And that's one thing you'll notice on the bells too. The Super Mojaves always color up as they age.
Yeah.
You really will start to see a little bit of pattern where you get some of those other bell complex. If you get a lesser Mojave, say, that's going to be stark white. That's going to be very hard to see things. Even with a black light, it can hide. So, yeah, Super Mojaves are cool, man. We've done several clutches of those just because they're so pretty. I love that little bit of silver they bring with, through
Yeah,
the
they got
head
that
and
like
neck.
grayish purple tone
Good.
underneath there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super pretty.
But yeah, looking at it now, this last shed, he brought out a lot more very light pattern that you can see now. I mean, definitely clown. No
Yeah,
doubt.
I wonder.
Definitely.
I wonder if the hypo isn't even maybe bringing that clown pattern out a little bit more. It tends to get your yellows and kind of oranges to burst a little bit, especially when they're younger.
And that's exactly what you can see coming through is the yellow and the orange
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
through. So
Cool, man. So
we've been
tell
blessed.
us.
We've been blessed with a lot of animals in the right way.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and that does come back to you. People don't think karma is a thing, and people don't think that that naturally happens. They chalk it off as happenstance, but I truly believe in the reciprocal universe. You know, the things you put out are the things you do get back in the end. So,
But we did make sure we contacted the breeder where it came from and educate them, politely. So, I think this is what's going on and this is why. And in the future, you might want to investigate this because that would have been well worth a shed test.
yeah, oh, for sure. For someone that's a great breeder animal, for the right person looking for it. And yeah, you came out on the right end of that, and it's not like it hurt them either. Be honest about it. If they don't know, that's fine. They still got a good price for their animal, and it
Yeah.
all works out. So, tell us a little bit about direction for 26. I mean, we're still early in 26, and I know you've got the pod, which you definitely are clear you're going to focus on that, and that's a great project.
Yeah.
What do you see happening for the forge over there
We're going to
going forward?
continue to prioritize what we have to focus only on what that is we're doing, which is basically going to be clowns and pieds with everything you can think of struck into it. My biggest thing that I'm excited for, hopefully at the end of this year, I think we can get there, is some super stranger clowns. And
Okay.
because I've got a stranger clown male and I just got a stranger clown female from Flawless, Will and Audra.
Yeah.
And she's growing pretty good. So hopefully, if not, if not the end of this year, next year, however it pulls up. But I really like that, and we've got some hypo girls and things that we can use him for, and who are het clown as well and het hypo. So
Do you have any red stripe, Greg?
I've got two red stripe female clowns.
Okay, you said that earlier, right? I know
Yeah.
somebody in the chat mentioned it too, and I 100% agree, man. The red stripe and clown is fantastic.
Yeah, I've got two red stripe clowns. I borrowed a orange stream Batman from a young man here in town and hooked them up together because at the time, but both his auction blessed me as much as it did anybody else. Of course, I got to give back, but I got my wife two boas for Valentine's Day because that's what she wanted.
Nice.
And I told her, I said, what I want out of anything is that $500 Bull Python Pink Panther credit.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
There's your pieds, man.
Yeah. Credit with Sammy's always good. Yeah.
I didn't get a pied, but she
Oh.
she got it for me, and I ended up with it's a lot to remember. A spider. He's a spider. Fire. Desert ghost.
I thought it was a pipe too.
Almost has to be coming from Sammy.
Oh, it is.
Right.
Something else. Het clown, proven breeder female. So I
Yeah.
was excited about that. And then can't forget Val out there. He's helped me out because and Mark at Rat Bastards, we was on a live with Val on TikTok, and Mark said, if anybody out there in TikTok land has a white snake, one of G. Paul's veterans is wanting a white snake. So Val's wife heard that. And she said, don't we have one of those? So
Yeah.
he was already sending me a het desert clown male to use. So with the two of them together, hit that het desert ghost male and the one I'm getting from Sammy, I should be able to make some pretty nice desert ghost clown animals.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
sure.
Yeah, we're going to actively be watching, and I'll definitely be tuning into the show. And Greg had mentioned way back at the beginning, we did sit in on your last one where you had Elias on.
Yeah.
we were in our Discord and doing our thing there, and I'm like, G-Pause show's coming on. Let's check it out. We put it on live in there, and we just kind of sat as a group and watched it. And fantastic show, man. You definitely have a great focal point there. You have a great delivery as to your thoughtfulness going into the questions, and the way you progress that conversation is really well done. So kudos to you. I'm appreciative that it's out there. I do think that people need to tune into that and pay attention to it. I think a lot of people will find it helpful. So,
And we got some big stuff coming down the road. You know, my nephew, who is the mental health professional, was on a couple weeks ago. He has a master's in, he has a PhD in psychology or whatever there, and his master's in suicidology, but he works with cancer kiddos that's going
Okay.
through it, and counsels them and their parents. He's into the, you know, the suicide hotlines, just so much he does the outreach and things. He's been a wrestling fanatic since he was born. So he also works with people like Roddy Piper's widow, Kitty.
okay.
You know, he's been invited by DDP and Mark Marrow, Johnny B. Bad, I think who he was, to do some, you know, motivational speeches, things like that, and working with them. And he's a big aficionado, or however you put that word, of horror movies. And he's a
Okay.
big one of the Phantasm series, which I haven't seen.
Yeah, I have seen some of those. Yeah.
But I guess one of the actors in there is Reggie Bannister. And Reggie is dying of cancer right now. He's in hospice care.
Oh,
And my nephew works with his wife, Gigi, and she's agreed to come on the show. And she's been in the Hollywood world since she was like 13 years old, and wardrobe and all that kind of thing, and makeup. And she's even produced and directed kind of things. And she's going to come on probably in April. I think April 12th, somewhere in there, the week after Easter, and be on with us and things like that. So I think that'll give us, for lack of a better word, credibility.
Well, and reach, right? That's
Yeah.
the bigger thing that I personally feel like we struggle with a lot in this community, and podcast especially, is getting outside of that group of people that you like.
Being out of us.
Reciprocal, and get some reach, right? See some new eyes, see some new audience, because
Yeah.
I think that there's way more overlap than people give it credit for. I think that people will find that there's going to be things in their life that these
Yeah,
reptiles and
sure.
things would help, and they just aren't even aware that that's a thing. Do you know
And
what I
some
mean?
of them have always had a fondness for it, like Gigi's, and she's also Native American and an Army veteran.
Okay.
But I think they used to have a ball python or a snake of some kind, in the years gone by and things, and really appreciate the reptile industry. So, that we didn't know that,
Yeah.
but,
Right.
it fits right in. And there's some possibilities that other folks from the wrestling industry may pop on some night and things like that. So,
Very
Nice.
cool,
That'd
man.
be super fun. We'll definitely have to be tuning in and watching that progress, man. It's a good show. It really is, and it's rooted where it needs to be rooted. So I
And,
do think that that's gonna kind of propel it a little bit on its own.
I hope so. Whether anybody watches it or not, whether it goes, say if I can do it for 10 years, but if it only helps one person's life, it was worth it was worth every bit of it.
Absolutely. Yep.
You know,
100% agree. Yep.
and you never know how many people you're reaching or how many people you're helping, because even like right now, we don't know for sure who's going to see this on a short, on a replay or something like that. And what they're going through right now might be something that we talked about today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And without people talking about those kind of things, this is a safe space, especially like on a replay, if they can listen to something like that. If we're not doing it, nobody will.
Yeah.
Agree. No, it's definitely a much needed thing, and I think going forward, you're going to find that will propel itself. I don't think you're going to need to have a lot of gimmicky things going on. I think just the way it's rooted, you're gonna find success in it, and you do a fantastic job on it. So kudos to you, man.
It's important to me to try to be professional and process, because if I want to be respectful of people's feelings and their emotions and their time, I need to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Gregg, awesome guest, man. Awesome guest. I would actually, anyone even that catches the tail end of this and is considering it, grab Gregg, have him on. Easy conversation. Absolutely vital information. I kind of knew it was going to be this way. I'm not going to lie. I had watched your show and I knew it was going to be an easy talk. It was going to be fun. It was going to be a lot of different things all in one group, but really appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming out on a Wednesday night and sitting
Well, I
with
told
us.
you this was for you. Just remember, I'm not a hot mess. I'm a spicy disaster.
Right. I love it. I love it. Yeah, and again, and we talked about respect, but to be respectful to everybody out there that's on the East Coast, that everybody's kind of expecting the same kind of time frames and things out of us. We're going to drag Jamie back out, and she was listening, avidly listening backstage to find a little tidbit that you talked about or we talked about, whatever, through this show. And we're going to hand out some Forge coin, which we do.
That's
feel
exciting.
like is,
$50 is a big chunk.
yeah, and we feel like it's a good community ethic, and we really want to push that forward. And I hope people really grab onto that and start using it and start pushing it around to all these different people we all like. So,
Yeah.
Hey.
Jamie, what did you find in that mess? That spicy disaster?
This is what happened. Gregg had so much amazing information that I ended up with 3 trivia questions. But
How'd I guess?
I've got an easy one, a medium one, and a hard one. So
Oh man,
Gregg,
we're gonna leave
you
it to
just have
spicy.
to tell
Gregg.
me which
Yep.
one to go with.
Let's go medium.
Medium? Okay.
Medium hot. Okay, medium hot.
The medium one, to me, my opinion of the 3 that I chose, is what 2 words did G-Paw use to describe the reptile community?
Ooh, now this one, I'd have a tough time because I heard like
That's-
6.
Yeah, that's a tough medium right
There
there.
there were 2 that he
I think
Specifically
there's
that
2
is.
primarily.
but- okay.
Okay.
Long as you know what they are, Gregg, we're
I
good.
think I do.
Okay.
well, we always have a backup question if this one doesn't work.
Okay. Well, we'll see how this does. Yeah. And Benji.
look
I think Mitzi got it.
This is what I wrote down. Mitzi,
Good job.
that is
Man,
correct.
Nice
she
job.
absolutely hammered it.
Congratulations. We
First
will
There wasn't
add-
even-
only guess.
There wasn't even any other guess. Benji said
No.
that's hard.
That is hard. That's hard. But
I agree,
$50,
Benji.
guys, I couldn't ask a simple dimple one. But
Right.
Mitzi, we will
Yeah.
add $50 to your Forge coin total.
$50.
She got about 5,000 of them, don't she?
Right? She is
No.
getting
She's
up there.
getting
I got
up
a feeling.
there.
She's getting up there
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
Thanks again to Gregg and TJ. That's
yeah.
a nice pot right there.
Yes, absolutely. Appreciate those guys for sure.
Well, I heard a rumor there was a new affiliate coming on, and I'll make sure when they're the affiliate of the week, they come up with something good to.
Nice. Nice.
I heard a little bird too, so yeah, we'll see. $50. Yeah, Mitzi. Congrats. And yeah, I mean, is there anything you want to say? I mean, we're gonna hold you a little bit after and let everyone else go, but anything you want to put out there for where people definitely let's retouch on the schedule for the show,
Okay.
where they reach you primarily, and then your biggest I don't want to say mentor because I don't know if you really have grabbed onto that, but your biggest help and friends you've found in this so far. Little shout outs if you want to.
Definitely. When you get old, you forget. Run that by me again.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the show when it's
I got
on.
it.
Remind
I got
everybody
it.
when it's on.
I got it now.
Okay.
It is every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Big Homies channel on YouTube, but it also broadcasts to Instagram.
Okay, perfect.
You can find us at Riven Forge Com Factory on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and on Facebook it's Riven's Forge.
Okay, those links are below, also in the description for the live tonight, guys. So okay.
And we also started a new local Facebook group up here called Cold-Blooded Feeders, because it seems like everyone's running around with their head cut off trying to find a central location to figure out who can supply their need at the time.
Yeah.
And we have several people who do, but I may not have 30 weaned, you know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
whatever. And we're trying to develop a place where everyone can go in there that provides those things, that someone can come and say, hey, this week I need 30 of this and 20 of this and 15 of this. Who can help me?
Right.
Nice.
And our goal is to try to help get to the point to where, because donations are great, but sometimes you don't like to ask him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's a
But
hard
we
ask
want to try to
sometimes.
progress the rodent part of the business or of the community here with us into being able to support buying enclosures and things to give to the veterans and things.
Yeah.
I know Mark at Rack Bastards, he wants Dubia to start sponsoring us, and that would be great. But
That would be great.
if somebody out there has that contact, that'd be great.
Yep,
As
yep.
far as mentors and things, all of you have been wonderful. I mean, everyone in this chat has helped me in some manner.
Right.
Whether it was Mitzi telling me that I think it was her granddaughter or whoever it is that she's raising or with kind of thing, thinks I'm cool. Those little things mean a lot. But as far as mentoring, again, Val,
Okay.
Carl, Satchmo, and John with Void Century, we talk a lot. Garrett at Dirty Bay, and even John at Mission Morph. It's really hard to name one or two because it's an entire group of people.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's not
people.
anyone, I don't feel like there's anyone that I couldn't message, call up, or ask, and they would answer the phone and give me their time and help me.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, 100% true, man. Greg, thank you again. Really do appreciate it.
And I appreciate it. Like I told Jamie, this was a show that I wanted to come on because, everyone does a great show, but I like professionalism.
Yeah.
Not that I always am, but you guys are
Oh,
in your
sincerely appreciate that.
in your own way. You know what I'm saying?
We slip sometimes. We definitely slip.
Oh,
We
we're definitely slipping all the time. But
We all digress. Hey, and the question about getting old, man, when you fall, it hurts a lot more.
Oh,
yeah,
don't fall.
don't fall if at all
That's,
possible.
hey, I hear that Sammy thing is falling, but
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at it. So I got new glasses yesterday.
I think they're pretty.
Thank you.
I like
They're
the blue.
they're no line bifocals for the first time because I'm getting old as well. And dude, I can't see. I can see wonderful, but when I turn my head, everything's like whoa. So
Yeah.
I
Wait till you wear
am
those
gonna
for-
have to practice walking downstairs and
Wait till you wear those for a year, and then when you take them off, that's the reaction you have.
Oh man.
Right?
Yeah.
It's pretty
absolutely.
funny. So the falling down reminded me of that because now if I have my glasses on and I turn my head too fast, everything's like
Yeah, I'm going to have to escort on the stairs for a bit. I can tell. I'm going to have to escort the stairs. But yeah, again, Greg, thank you very much, man. Everybody go out and check out
appreciate
the
it,
show, Behind the Scales. It's a great show. You won't regret it for spending your afternoon and sitting down and listening to what they cover. So next week, guys, we got
This
another
is my
kind of
wife,
industry.
Karina.
Yes, we saw. Hi, Karina.
Hello.
You could have joined today and just sat in there. We'd have been more than happy with that. It'd have been awesome.
No, I'm the handler. I'm doing my job.
But
She
good to
said,
see you. Hope
She said I'm the genealogist and she's the handler.
right,
There you
right.
go.
We'll have you guys back as a couple, and we'll do that show.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
We'd be glad to.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Fun. Yeah.
Be a lot of
Before
fun.
we
I
go,
could
I
hear
just
her
want-
sassy attitude back there. So.
Yeah, she
Just a little bit.
sometimes she got one. Yeah, I'll tell you a good one on her. She's like 5'2" and I'm 6'4". Okay,
Oh,
my brother calls her the Hobbit
that's funny.
out of love.
Right. It's always
Yeah,
out of love, for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, guys, 2 days left. You got a weekend coming up. We're going to let you out of here. Next week, do stop back in. We've got Randy at DCR, Dark Cloud. Fantastic collection. He's been around this for a long time. A wealth of knowledge as far as the animals go. And also a little bit of a card himself. You're going to be able to tell in the promos, some of the reels and stuff he sent over. Crazy. I don't know what he's doing at all these expos in his underwear, but apparently that's how he spends his time. So we're going to find out what
It's way
that's all
more
about next
comfortable,
week.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it
Very-
looks
it's
comfortable
very
for everyone.
freeing.
Yeah,
We
for
did
everyone
put-
else, not so much, but for him, yes.
We did put a merch shop up, and I did put some Riven Forge Clown Factory men's briefs on it.
And
And I even designed a bikini for you ladies, okay?
There you
Very-
I don't
go.
know if I'll be wearing a bikini anymore these days, but
So we need to connect you with Randy and get him in these for the show. So we're going to
There
figure
you
that
go.
out.
yeah.
But yeah, guys, have a fantastic week. Finished it out strong. Only a couple days before a weekend. Everybody, thank you for coming and hanging out.
Yes,
Mitzi,
it was great.
congratulations. Greg, TJ, thank you for the donation. That was fantastic. You put a lot in the pockets and get that rolling through the community. Peace, love, guys, all that good stuff. Have a fantastic week.
Can I make one challenge?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Fire away. What you got?
Deeds, not words, too, is a very important mission. A
Yep.
lot of these people at Camp Freedom that they're serving need our help. If you have Forge Coin, I'm challenging you to donate it all to Deeds, not words, too.
Whoa.
Ooh, okay.
There you go.
I like that.
Well,
And
so
yes.
far we've got 2 people in the chat I have written down that would like to donate it.
Beautiful.
cool.
And I'd like to see that steamroll because it is
Yep.
a great place for it to go if it can
There's
go
no better
anywhere.
way you can send it.
Yeah.
Yep,
Hey, if
absolutely.
it comes down and you need a snake and you're going to spend it on that, message me. I'll find the snake. It ain't that
Yep,
hard.
we'll help you out in that regard too.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right,
If you
man.
need something, we're going to help you out.
Yep. Perfect. All right, let's get the heck out of here, guys. Thank you,
Night.
Greg. Thank you, Karina, for your patience and all the handling skills back there. We'll see you guys back here again next week, yeah?
Yeah.
Appreciate all of you, 100%. If I can find
Thank you
this
all.
button ever, I am the worst.
Everybody in the